Yo, what's up everyone? Kevin here. In this beginner video, I've got 5 tips to help you if you can't get your snowboard turns. When you're first starting out snowboarding, it can be really difficult to commit to a turn. So hopefully I can give you 5 tips that will help get you over whatever is holding you back. The first tip is to really think about using your front hand and front arm to help you through your turns. For the toe turn, you let your board go straight and then point way over across the slope, and that's gonna help to bring your toe turn around. Same thing for the heel turn. This hand starts to point around, so I'm pointing straight, and then it points across the other side of the slope. Really over accentuate using your front hands, pointing it straight, pointing it across, and that's gonna help your turns come around. The next thing that can help you really get those beginner turns down is thinking about sliding into the direction that you wanna make your turn. If I wanna go straight and do a heel turn, I'm gonna start sliding into that direction, which will help me to let my board go straight before getting onto that new edge. And then once you're on that new edge, again, you're like sliding into that direction. So you're already starting to create an angle from sliding, and then that'll make it easier to go straight and then commit to your toes. And once I'm on my toes, I'm again sliding into that direction. And by sliding like this, you're controlling your speed, you're seeing where you can set up the next turn, but most importantly, you're already getting your board onto an angle so that you can let it go straight and get onto that new edge. The next thing that can help bring your turns around is think about your shoulders and where you're facing. So when you're on your heels, you're facing the bottom, but when you're going straight, you're gonna be facing the side, and then for toes, your chest should be facing the top. A mistake that can happen is when you're going through your turns, it's easy to keep your chest facing the bottom, but if you're facing the bottom the whole time, it actually prevents you from getting onto your toes. With your chest, think about it's good on your heels to be facing the bottom, but then for going straight, you need to be facing the side, and then for toes, your chest needs to face the top. The next thing that can help those beginner turns is thinking about the edge that you're on. And for beginner turns, it can be difficult because you're on your toe edge, and sometimes it's hard to get off of that edge. But if you think about, okay, I'm on my toes, commit to going straight and flat, and then get onto that new edge. And by breaking it down so that it happens like step by step, it's gonna make that edge transition a lot smoother. So right now I'm on my heels, and I'm gonna use that edge to slow down before, again, letting my board start to go straight and completely flat before committing to that new toe edge. It can be a bit difficult and scary, but once you do it a few times, and even if you have somebody to like hold your hand through these first few edge changes, over time become easier and easier. So right now I'm on my toe edge again, come off my toes, let it go flat before rocking onto the heels. And by breaking that edge change down one step at a time, it's gonna make it a lot easier. The last thing that can help those beginner turns come around is thinking about your backhand and the tail of your board being connected. Now I'm thinking about my backhand and tail being connected so that as the turn comes around, I'm gonna pull my backhand back and allow the tail of my board to slide around. So having this backhand and tail connection is gonna help things come around together. So on the heel, it comes around very smooth. The more challenging one typically, if you're a beginner, is the toe, but by letting your board go straight, pulling your backhand back, and really sliding that tail around, it's gonna make your beginner turns come around a lot easier. So I hope these tips will help you with your beginner turns. If you have any questions, hit me up down in the comments. Have fun out there learning, and I'll see you in the next video.